Welcome to Tabletop Baseball. We're back to some League of Dominance action tonight. As the 95 Cleveland Indians are 13-10, take on the 86 New York Mets 15-8. As you can see, the standings: Indians tied for second with the Tigers 13-10. 86 Mets in first place 15-8, but only basically a game and a half or half a game. Game and a half ahead of the Braves. And so the Indians need to win, obviously, stay ahead of the Tigers. And the Mets obviously need to keep winning, and they are in. Mets and Braves, they keep winning, they're in. Twins are pretty much guaranteed a spot. There's 3 games left, including this one. So I think the Twins are pretty much guaranteed a spot. Hey, Sean Kaufman, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. So it's a big game. This is a big game for both teams. And let's see, Cleveland pitcher will have to hit. They are going to go with Chad Ogea. Normally scheduled pitchers, Ken Hill. Well, they've decided to go with Chad Ogea. It'll be his first start of the year. He is 1-0. He did pitch a little bit in relief. He is 1-0 with a 0 ERA, but has not pitched very much at all. Mike Hill, thank you also for joining me. Let's see. So Eddie Murray's going to play first. Normally he DHs. He'll be playing first. Sorrento will be on the bench. Let's see, for the Mets, their basic lineup, they got Sid Fernandez on the mound. He's a B pitcher. Both pitchers B pitchers, but Fernandez has that wildness problem. Occasionally kicks up. He's got a W. You like Chad Ogea? Larry Harris also stepping in. I appreciate that. Yep, so Chad Ogea getting his first start of the year. And it's a crucial situation here. As we just went over the standings, Indians and Tigers tied for second. So here we go. Kenny Lofton stepping in the box, 56, and Fernandez strikes him out to start the game. There's Vizquel. That's going to be a single. Single to center field for Vizquel. Falls in front of Dykstra. Brings up Bayerga. He's going to hit and run right off the get-go. 51-8. And a hit and run. That is a single. Let's see. Against Fernandez, a B pitcher. Against a B pitcher, we're going to use result 26, which is out at first, runner to second. So he grounds it out to second, but Vizquel was on the move. No chance to get him. There's Albert Bell. 53-17, runner on first. Possible single. Let's check the right fielder. Strawberry's going to be fielding 2, so it is not a single. That is the only result that is not a single. He flies out to right field. Fielding 3 is a single. Fielding 1 is a single. Fielding 2 is a fly out to right field. That's quite interesting if you ask me. So Cleveland, nothing to show for it. Here's Dykstra. Dykstra leads off with a double. And there's Wally Backman. Mets in business. 43-29, runner on second. Both teams are fielding 2. Out of first, runner to third. It's ground ball to first, which is Murray. And he'll flip it to Ogea for the out, but Dykstra will move to third. There's Hernandez, 56. And Hernandez has those weird numbers, 41. Runner steals home. And we have an injury. Dykstra steals home. Actually, hold on. They're going to be playing back. It's first inning. I think normally a normal team would be playing back. Close, runner steals home, catcher's injured. Back, deep, which they are. Runner's caught off third. I think that's the logical thing, is the defense would be playing back. Runner caught off third, so it's a 2-5. Dykstra's picked off. Big change. Big change in that situation. So now base is clear. Fernandez still at the plate. 64, and he'll draw a 2-out walk. He's up Darryl Strawberry. The Straw Man, 31 of 14. 2 balls on Strawberry. Replay, 35, 14. 2 more balls on Strawberry. That equals 4. And that's a walk. First and second, 2 outs. Gary Carter, 38. And, oh my goodness, another possible injury here. 38. Fielding 2. Safe at first, runner's out at third. Runner to third, other out at second, and is injured, sliding. Out for 3 games. So that's going to be Fernandez. Let me check again, hold on. 1 runner to third, other out at second. No, it's not Hernandez. Strawberry. Strawberry's going to be out for 3 games as he's injured, sliding into second base. So it's a fielder's choice. And that was a 6-4? No, 5-4. Fielder's choice. Strawberry's out at second, but he's injured. So the straw man's going to have to come out. He's playing right field. We need a new right fielder. Probably going to be Lee Mazzilli. It's either Lee Mazzilli or Danny Heap. Let's go Danny Heap. Danny Heap's going to have to come in, play right field. Straw man injured. Injured 3 games. And let's put Danny Heap in there. And Carter was the fielder's choice, last out. All right, now we're ready for the top of the second. Eddie Murray will file it out to the catcher. 1 away. Jim told me. 45, he's going to draw a walk. Brings up Manny. Can't trust him to hit and run with Tomey at first, 32, 26. And that's going to be a fielder's choice, 4-6. So 2 down. Here's Alomar. Ramirez at first. Oh, man, another 65, 35. Another, you know what? I think... No, it was a fielder's choice. Okay, this is going to be a walk. Because Fernandez has that W. That is a base on balls. And it's first and second, Ogea, the batter. Another 65, but is that a W? That is a W. Fernandez with another walk. So bases loaded, back to the top of the order. 2 outs. Kenny Lofton. Buddy gets a 32, almost some big-time runs there, but a 32 to 26. We got bases loaded playing back, obviously. And that is a ground ball to second. That'll end the inning. Cleveland leaves them loaded in the second. And there's Mookie Wilson, 46. 29 is going to be a ground ball back to Chad Ogea for the out. Ray Knight, 36. And Ray Knight's going to draw a walk. Just Santana. 26, 24. Is that a double play? It is. 6, 4, 3. That works out fine for the Indians, as Fernandez will have to lead off the third inning. Top of 3, here's Vizquel. 21, he'll fly out to left. Mookie Wilson out there in left field. Carlos Baerga. 27 is going to be a strikeout. There's just Albert Bell. And he gets a 22. That's a weird number. But it's a ground ball to first. It's a ground ball to Hernandez. He flips it to Fernandez. Hernandez to Fernandez for the out. Bottom of 3. And Sid will lead it off. 0-0 score, 53. 13's a strikeout. First K for Ogea. 54. Dykstra's going to fly it out to right field. Hey, Randall, Mark. Good to see you. How's it going? 16, 28 for Backman. It's going to be ground out to short. So nice 3 up, 3 down for Chad Ogea. Top of the 4th. Randall, you've already missed a lot. Darryl Strawberry's out for 3 games. 37 for Murray. Would be a strike for a normal pit normally, but Fernandez has a W, and that is a walk. So the walks continue to pile up for Fernandez. That's 4 walks. There's Jim Thome. But Thome's going to strike out. Not a shocker. Walk and a strikeout for Thome. That's par for the course. There's Manny, 62, another strikeout. So he walks the leadoff man, and now 2 strikeouts later, here's Alomar. And another strikeout. 3 strikeouts. Strikes out the side. Walks the first man. But bing, bang, bong. There it is. Bottom of 4. Keith Hernandez. And Hernandez gets a 64, but instead of a strikeout, that is a walk. There's Danny Heap in for the injured Darryl Strawberry. 28. And that's going to be a fielder's choice. Actually, it is not a fielder's choice. Hold on, 28. Shortstop. Runner's out. It is a fielder's choice. 6-4. Since Vizquel is a fielding 1, very good fielder. He's a 10. And hold on. Gary Carter, 25 and 9. That is a single for Gary Carter, a little infield single. And it's first and second, 1 out. Here's Mookie Wilson. 35, another 9, first and second. That is another single that loads the bases. With 1 out, here's Ray Knight. And Ray Knight has a chance to blow this puppy open. It's going to be a hit. What kind of a hit is it going to be? A 43? It's going to be a 6, bases loaded. And that is a double. clears. Two runners advance 2 bases. There's only 1 out, so runners advance 2 bases. Double for Ray Knight, scores 2. Wilson to third. Mets take the 2-0 lead. Second and third, here's Santana. 1 out. They're going to try to strike him out here. They're not going to do it. It's 25, though. Second and third. Double play, line drive. 4-4-6. As Knight gets doubled off second base. And that retires the side on a nice line drive to second. Hits it on the screws, but right at Baerga. And they double off Ray Knight. So they get out of it with only 2 runs given up. Could be in a heap of trouble. No doubt about that. Ogea's going to lead it off. 35, his strikeout. Brings up Kenny Lofton. 23. And he'll ground out to third. 2 down, here's Vizquel. 35-39, that is a walk. El Cid living dangerously. Baerga, 11. 45, there's a 6 with a runner on first. Double, any runner scores with 2 outs. So Cleveland gets back in the ball game. They weren't out of it really anyway. So 2 down and Baerga at second. Albert Bell, home run, takes the lead for the Indians. 14-30. It's going to be a fly out to left field, I imagine. And it is a long fly for Albert Bell, but the Indians pick up 1. It's 2-1. Bottom of 5. And Sid Fernandez due to lead it off. He will lead it off. 31-23. Now that's an error on the center fielder. Not good. As the Mets, Kenny Lofton commits the error. That brings up Dykstra. He's going to bunt. A 41-28. Good sacrifice bunt for Dykstra. So 1 out, here's Backman. Brian Cleveland, how's it going? 31-8 for Backman. Fernandez at second. It's ground ball back to Ogea. And they get the out at first, and that's not 3 outs. Fernandez moves to third. So 2 down. Here's Hernandez with Fernandez at third. And Keith Hernandez is going to drive him in. Will he drive 2 in? He does not. 51's a 4. Double. Runner scores. Batter out trying for third. So a double. An RBI double. Fernandez walks home. But he's out trying for third. And that's a 9-4-5. Hernandez thrown out at third base. Mets pick up another one, though. 3-1. New York. Top of the 6th. Eddie Murray 0 for 1 with a walk. 16-28. 28. Rounds it out to short. Kansas City was fun. It was fun. They did not qualifier for Nationals. Not a surprise though. I might go a little recap over that after the game's over. Here's Jim Thome. 36, 33, struck him out. Second K for Thome. There's Manny, 32, 26. And he grounds out to second. Nothing doing for Cleveland, bottom of 6. There's Danny Heath. Second at bat of the day, 41, a 28. Be a ground out to short. There's Gary Carter. Gary Carter draws a walk. Brings up Mookie. 28, runner on first. And that is going to be a fielder's choice. So 6'4". Tried to turn 2, couldn't do it. Mookie beats it out. Ray Knight, 51 and 8. And he'll ground out to third to end the inning. Top of the 7th. Top of the 7th. And here's Sandy Alomar facing Sid Fernandez. He's going to strike out. It's going to bring up the pitcher, but he's not going to hit Ogea. They're going to bring in, I believe, Paul Sorrento. Let me double check, though. Actually, they're going to go with Herbert Perry. Herbert Perry, got to get both dice in there. 44 singles. Herbert Perry with a single. 1 out single. Here's Kenny Lofton. 35 and 9. That's going to be another single. Lofton turns on the afterburners and beats out the infield hit. First and second, 1 out. And the Mets are going to go to the bullpen. Roger McDowell. Thinking about, they're going to hold on. They're going to continue with Fernandez. He's due up second. I don't really want to take Mookie out. I don't want to take Ray Knight out. I mean, I could. You got Kevin Mitchell. You got Howard Johnson can play third. Let's go one more batter. Vizquel. If we can't turn 2 here. 53s and 18. Uh-oh. First and second. And 18. Is that a fielding check? It is. Center fielder. Which is Dykstra. It's going to be fielding 2. Single through short. Runners advance 2 bases. S on first. Out at third. Lofton's definitely not a S. Single runners advance 2 bases. So that scores a run. Herbert Perry scores. RBI for Vizquel. They are going to have to go to the bullpen. They'll go with McDowell. Roger McDowell. First and third. 1 out. Bayer to the batter. No double switch. 13 to 14. It's a walk. Bases loaded again for Cleveland. Second time they've had bases loaded in the game. And here's Albert Bell. It's a very, very dicey situation here. 55 is a 0. Really? A 55 is a 0. 50 home runs. Can he get a grand salami? 41, a 6. It's going to be a double. And there's only one out. So 2 bases. 2 runners advance 2 bases. Scores 2. Cleveland's still in business. Second and third with 1 out. Eddie Murray, the batter. I think they're going to intentionally walk him. There's no thinking, they are. Bases loaded. Brings up Jim Thome looking for that strikeout. He struck out twice today. Or double play. Not going to get it. Another 0. Bases loaded. Can Thome go yard? He does. It goes all the way out of the park. Grand salami for Jim Thome. And the Indians are back in front. Let me add it up here. 3, 6, 7. 7-3. Cleveland. Just like that, and McDowell's done. We're going to have to go to Doug Sisk. Doug Sisk, bases clear and 1 out. As Jim Thome makes him pay for that intentional walk and hits the grand salami. Three, 6, 7 runs. Am I missing an RBI somewhere? Oh, Albert Bell got one, didn't he? Here's Manny. Bases clear, 23, a 12. He'll ground out to third. And they batted around. Here's Alomar, second time in the inning. 56 to 34, and he pops it out to short. Retires the side, but let me double check again. 3, 6, 7 runs. It's 8-0. As Cleveland puts up a 7 spot in the 7th inning. I think Bell should have 2 RBIs there. Yep, that was 2 RBIs for Bell on that double. 8-3, Cleveland. Now Ogea, can he continue? He's going to. Rafael Santana will fly it out to center. It's going to bring up a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter. That was a huge inning there for Cleveland. They'll bring in Kevin Mitchell. Don't forget they are tied with the Tigers for second place. 3 games remain. 33 for Mitchell. What's he going to do with it? A 43 is a single. So Mitchell on, 1 out. Here's Dykstra. They need runs. 21's a fly out to left field. Or 2 down. Here's Wally Backman. 53 and 18. Air check or a fielding check on the shortstop, which is Vizquel. He's obviously fielding 1. So he's going to make the play. 6-3. And that retires the side. Top of the 8th inning. New pitcher for New York will be Rick Anderson. And let's see, is OJ going to hit? I messed up. Herbert Perry hit for OJ. He shouldn't have been in there. Nobody called me on that. So we'll have to go with Poole. He's a B pitcher. I don't think anything out of the ordinary happened except Mitchell got a single, but if I go with Poole, same credentials as OJ, I think we're all good. So now a new pitcher is going to come on anyway. Let's see. It's going to be Austin Mocker. Now, with this kind of a lead, they're going to go with Eric Plunk. Yeah, I should have had a new pitcher in there. My bad. But I think it's no harm, no foul, because if I put Poole in there, it's all good. Poole should have been in right there. And now it is Eric Plunk. But Cleveland's up. I think I'm all confused here. Lofton against Anderson. And that was a... What was that? Lofton, what was the roll? I was double checking something. Hold on. I gotta check my own video here. For some reason my video lags behind. What was the roll on Lofton? You guys are ahead of my stupid video. I know it was an out. I don't know what kind of an out it was. What was it? Come on. Did I already pass it? As we have a timeout on the field. It's a 26. That's what it was, 27. So 27 is a ground out to third. And good grief, Lofton's not up. Sorrento's going to bat. You guys are not helping me. Sorrento strikes out. That's what it was. It was 26. 13 on Sorrento. Strikeout. Now here's Lofton. Here we go. 0. Back in the ball game. There's a triple for Lofton. 1 out. Here's the skill. 43 and 29. Runner on third. Out of first, runner holds. Ground ball back to Anderson. Lofton cannot score. Here's Baerga. 52 27. That's a ground ball to... ground ball to third. So nothing doing for Cleveland. Bottom of the 8th inning. Eric Plunk is in. Already made the change. Facing Keith Fernandez. 43 29 is a ground ball back to Plunk. 1 out. 26 for Danny Heap. 27. The ground out to third. 2 down here. Nope, it's all right. We got to figure it out. Gary Carter will pop it out to third. That's what I'm trying to say. Pops out to third. Top of the 8th inning. Anderson is going to come back out. And here's Albert Bell. 31. Single for Bell. Here's up Eddie Murray. 45, 2 balls on Murray. And there's that 53, a 20. We're on first. Second baseman, Backman. He's going to be fielding 2. First and second on an error. Actually, it's error on the shortstop. Hold on. Santana, okay. Still fielding 2. And a 20. First on an error, runner to second. I was looking at 21. It is the second baseman. So it is an error on Backman. And so first and second, nobody out here. Jim Thome homered his last time up. It was a grand slam. 46, he's going to strike out this time. So typical Thome fashion, walk, 2 strikeouts, home run, strikeout. And here's Manny, 34, 31. Flies out to center field, 2 down. And there's Alomar, 36, 14. And that is 2 balls on Alomar. And Sandy Alomar makes the most of it as he hits a 3-run shot. Cleveland not done scoring runs. 11 to 3 now. Cleveland. Ohio. Is Eric Plunk going to bat? No, he's not. It's going to be Dave Winfield. Bases clear, 2 down. Here's Dave Winfield. Pinch hitting and 12 to 25. Bases clear. It's not a strikeout. It's ground out to second. 3 more runs for the Indians in the 9th inning. That should do it. As they need a new pitcher now, it's going to be Tavares. I can't believe I screwed up on that, but it's no harm, no foul. It's all good. Mookie Wilson to face Tavares. 32, 26, grounds it out to second base. There's Ray Knight. 23 is a 12, and he grounds it sharply to Jim Thome. And Thome makes the play. 2 down to their final out. Santana says, no, we're not done. Single. Single to center field for Santana, and that's going to bring up a pinch hitter. Can't be Strawberry. He's out. How about Lee Mazzilli? And Lee Mazzilli goes down swinging. Ends the ball game. Cleveland big. After being down 3-1 in the 6th, or 5th, in the 6th actually, even in the 7th. They win at 11 to 3. And pretty much a must-win situation. Not a must-win, but they can't afford to lose, put it that way. How many hits they end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits for Cleveland. 1 error. Errors on the Mets, 1. 1 for them. Hits for the Mets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. The Mets go down though. The winner is that Ogea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He went 6 complete. And then Poole actually pitched. I didn't bring him in, but he did pitch. I just didn't move him there. So 6 innings. He was the pitcher of record in the 6th. So they got the 7 runs. So Ogea gets the W. And no save situation, obviously. Fernandez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Fernandez is the loser, I believe. He gave up, those were his responsibility, 3 runs. Yep, Fernandez the loser. Let's check the standings real quickly. Indians moved to 14-10 with a big W. (14-10). Mets 15-9. And now a 1-game lead over the Braves. In the National, Indians a 1-game lead over the Tigers. Actually, half game, I guess, what you'd call it. Mets are imploding. I think they still might be in anyway, even if they finish, even if they lose out. I don't know that the Giants, I don't think the Giants can catch them, so. But yeah, that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys for joining me. Brian, Randall Mark, who else? Larry Harris, Mike Hill, Sean Kaufman. I was going to say a little bit about the tournament, the volleyball tournament my daughter had. Real quickly, if you have kids getting into that age, 16, 17, whatever, playing club ball or AAU, whatever it is, because this was club ball, this was not school ball. The problem we have here in this town, we're an hour from Oklahoma City, we're an hour from Tulsa. We have 6 girls that are really good players that play for the high school, obviously. My daughter's age, really good players. 2 of them play basketball, so they're out. The other 4, 2 of them go to Tulsa to play club, and then 2 of them go to Oklahoma City to play club. Well, we can't afford to do that, so my daughter's stuck here with basically the leftovers. My daughter is a leftover. And so that's what this team is basically it's a shell of what it could be, because you've got parents thinking, well, they're not going to get recognition, they're not going to get noticed, being here in Stillwater. We need to go to Tulsa or Oklahoma City, to get to play on a better team and to try to get exposure, more exposure. So that's kind of what you run into. Even though we go to the same tournaments they go to, we're playing in the same tournaments, same exposure, if you will. And if those girls would stick around here, Stillwater would be good. They would be a very competitive team. Now we went over and watched, one of my daughter's best friends is on one of the and that's another thing, real quickly. Tulsa, Oklahoma City, they have like 5 or 6 16-year-old teams. Here in Stillwater, we just have the one team. So it doesn't matter how bad you are, really. You're going to be on that team. you go to Tulsa, Oklahoma City, there's 5 to 6 16 and under teams. You know, there's a ones team, a twos team, a threes, a fours, a fives, a six. You got to try out. And so we went and watched my daughter's best friend, who's on a Tulsa number ones team. Watch them play, and I'm like, I didn't see anything just, outstanding coach wise, especially coaching wise. I didn't see anything major there. And the girl that plays for the 16 ones in Tulsa she kind of looks like doesn't really stand out that much. Yeah, she starts and plays majority of the time, but she doesn't really stand out like she would if she was on this team. I don't know if that's good or not, but I mean, if she was playing with this team, she would be, definitely a standout player. But when she's playing on a team like that with competition like that, she's kind of another fish in the pond. So I don't know. It's kind of it's kind of a tough thing, really. Do you want your kid to play on a really, really good team? Which, by the way, they did not qualify either. Neither one of the Tulsa teams or the Oklahoma City teams, none of them qualified for nationals. So, I mean, you're looking at teams that were from all over the country. 16 and under teams that had 3 girls in the front that were pushing 6 foot or more. That's what I'm saying, Brian. They need to stay here. But you can't convince the parents of that. There's no way. Can't convince them. I've said it before, and they don't think that's the right thing. So everybody wants the best for their kids, but sometimes sticking around. If those 4 girls were on this team, they would have been competitive, big time competitive. No doubt in my mind. But that's the way it is. So my daughter's, this team in Stillwater, my daughter's basically the only one. Bigger isn't always better. That's right. It helps to have big girls on the front line. My daughter's 5'8.5", and she's the tallest one on the team. So she plays middle block, and we played, in our pool, we were ranked 50th. There was 100 and something teams there. We were ranked 50th. We played the number 3 ranked team was in our pool. The number 55 ranked team was in our pool. And the number 103 ranked team was in our pool. On the first day. You played in 2 different pools, but the first day, that's how it was. And the number 3 ranked team obviously won our pool, hands down, no problem. They beat one of the teams in our pool 25-2 and 25-4. It's best 2 out of 3 sets. We hung in there. We lost 25-11 both sets. But, their front line is just, massive, and we really, both outside girls could kill it every time, and it was not good. It's not a good situation. But if we have those other girls that left town, totally different situation. Then all of a sudden we have a couple girls on the outside that can kill it every time, and my daughter's got more help in the front, and it's a totally different situation. But again, that's just the way it is, and we gotta accept it the way it is and move on. It was a good experience. It was fun. Where did I get Tumblr? This comes with the game. This comes with Apba. It's getting a little dirty. Yeah, they give you that with the game. So that was my weekend. 3 days of punishment on the court anyway, but we had fun. Stayed right across from the Royals Stadium, and of course the Chiefs Stadium was right there also. Stayed right across the street from there. Of course, it was pretty ironic. You know, the Royals are playing the Rangers. They were playing the Rangers that weekend, this past weekend, which the Rangers are my team, but it was in Arlington. If they'd have been in Kansas City, I could have gone to the games. Because we were done by, 2 o'clock in the afternoon every day. So could have gone, but that's the way it goes. It figures they were in Arlington. Which, by the way, the Rangers swept the Royals 4 straight. Huge series for them. Getting back in the thick of things. Can't let those Astros get too far out. Too far ahead. I think they're still 4 games up. So you want to hang tight. All right, guys. That is going to wrap this one up. Next game up in the League of Dominance. Let's check it out. 8-2 matchup. 93 Giants at the Tigers. 84 Tigers. That'll be the next game up. There's the standings updated. Giants at the Tigers. Another big game for both teams. Giants not mathematically out, but need some help. Tigers, of course, we saw what the Indians did. They just won, so they will need to win. Might have to have a 1-game playoff. That'd be kind of fun. Do you guys like Tenacious Starts 08 Phillies season? Boring to me. You don't like the 08 Phillies replay, huh? Well, it's not for everybody, especially if you're not a Phillies fan. It's probably, it probably is not what you like. I mean, if you're not going to like everything, that's for sure. Maybe they'll play I think Mr. Lunar Bub, you're a Yankees fan, right? If I'm not mistaken, you're Yankees? Is that right? Do the Phillies play the Yankees at all? Did they play them in 08? Yeah, I know. If you're not a Yankee, he's going to start up a league. He's going to start a league up. Give some more options there. So that'll be coming. Why not? They're winning 09 season. Why not? They're winning 09 season. Well, because he has the 08 season. Did they? I'm not sure even how they did in 08. Did they? How'd the Phillies do in 08? I can't remember. See, I'm not a Phillies fan either, but I like watching it. I enjoy watching. I just like watching baseball. I like watching Stratomatic stuff, and it's a as played replay. So there are a lot of Phillies fans that watch. I know. Phillies in 08. What did they finish up? They won the World Series. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So they're a good team. They are a good team. Oh, they lost to the Yankees in 09. But not in the World Series. It wasn't the World Series, was it? In 09? Now I gotta look this stuff up. Yeah, they won it in 08. But 09. Who was the Yankee? Did the Yankees win it in 09? Oh, it was Yankees Phillies again in 09. That is correct. See, if the Rangers aren't in it, I kind of lose track. I forget. They won. The Yankees won the World Series in 09, 4-2 over the Phillies. That's why he's not playing the 09 season. He's playing the 08. I don't blame him one bit. And I've lost all the comments. There we are. Yeah. The Phillies won it in 08. '09 was Yankees Phillies. And '08 was what? Phillies, and I just looked at it. I can't remember. Phillies and oh, good grief. Tampa Bay Rays. Was it really? Rays? Well, Tony Spiccioli should like that once they get to, if Tampa Bay gets in there, because he's playing out the season. He's playing the rest of the season in Stratomatic on the computer. Is playing out the rest of the season. So I'm not sure where Tampa's sitting right now, but or the Yankees for that matter. All right, guys, 1 hour almost into it. We got to get out of here. I'm gonna hit the road. We will do this again very shortly. Maybe not tonight. Well, maybe tonight. Maybe not tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Try to get one in. Yeah, I hear you. The Rays are not on my radar either, Mr. Lunar Bub. All right. Got to go. I will see you guys next time. Until then, you guys take care and God bless.